Hello everyone, Bashar here. So Diablo 4's expansion is coming, and I had my eyes on a series of videos that lets you catch up, so to speak, right? I mean, if you have not been playing the game since the beginning like I was, so I did catch up this season, but of course it was a little painful. So anyway, that's not that video, right? In this video, I want to showcase you the Whirlwind Barbarian. It is arguably one of the probably worst, characters in season 5. But the thing is, guys, I wanted to try my hand at hardcore this season, and the build is wonderful for hardcore, right? Very mobile, very agile, very tanky, right? And the reason it's not so very good is it suffers in single target and against bosses. So right now, what you will be seeing this build, I actually want to do 2 variants on this build. One, late game slash almost end game, the one that you are about to see, and one, very end game. It's a very expensive build, and when I say expensive, I mean, of course, lots and lots of mythicals. So yeah, we are very, very tanky. There are builds out there, there are end game builds out there with 20,000 HP, and of course, I could just take out the rubies and replace them with topaz. What was it that gave strength? Oh, it's dead. Oh, it is. Okay, no. But of course, it's hardcore, so I don't want to. But if you wanna try this build in softcore, you definitely should be, because 66k is way too much. The important thing is, guys, you definitely need to make sure that your armor is capped 9,430, and don't stay at like 9,000 and say close enough, because it's working exponentially. Missing out those few armors can be annoying. Get for 9,230, get all of your resistance to 70. Mine will be higher than 70 now because I have materials. There are lots and lots of aspects that you can use. So what would you use? So I have a Shaco here. Yeah, bit end game, right? Materials might as a chest. I have a normal glove. This is a bit of a hardcore version. Could have squeezed in some attack speed, I guess. So guys, if you do not have a Shaco, right, the armor could be a problem. So you might want armor in here, right? You want the crit rate and probably armor, right? Thibaut is the legs that we will use. I found this recently. It's a beautiful one. The great graphics is on the damage reduction while unstoppable, and the aspect is perfect. That was lucky. You want a lot of movement speed on the boots. As you can see, guys, one of the tempers is wrong. You actually want concussion there, so you could stun with the mace. And there are a lot of things to go over when you are discussing a Diablo 4 build, guys. I mean, I will always refer you to Maxroll. It's an excellent site, and it's not sponsored at all, right? They are just really that good. They can give you the remaining details, right? The Paragon laws, I can't go over them one by one. So what we want is a 200 weapon here, 200 bludgeoning weapon. I don't think we care if it's anything else, but I'm not very sure if there are other bludgeoning weapons other than the 200 mace, right? So for slashing, we have some alternatives, but for bludgeoning, I think 200 mace is the only way to go. We imprint the Whirlwind leaves behind Dust Devils thingy here because aspects that we imprint on the 200 weapons get doubled, right? And aspects we imprint on the amulets get amplified by 50%. You might have noticed that. The weapon this is a must. The weapon is Ramaladni. So guys, after some point, we will manage the Fury, right? The Fury will be managed. And after the Fury is managed, the damage scaling becomes a problem. So Ramaladni is very important, right? As you can see, you can get 0.50% damage up. That's the max, right? It's a good Ramaladni that I have. And take a look at my fury. I have 270 fury, which means I am going to get 135% damage up if I'm capped fury. I mean, there is no item that is equal to this, and that's why we assign the dual wield to the Whirlwind. There are no other skills that we need to assign weapons to. The offhand, we want a mace, so we could, you know, stun them with concussion. Find it, should be here somewhere. Where is it? Concussion. I have 0 points in concussion now. Oh, good lord. Yeah, because I replaced the chest and the helmet, right? Yeah, and so guys, normally, this is a little embarrassing. So normally, that second temper there, as you can see, I have two tempers there. One of them is movement speed, and the other one is the upheaval overpower stumble upper, right? That's in the same category as concussion, and evidently I have tried it up until I ran out of temper rights. You know, I couldn't get concussion there, but you want concussion there. And if you are in the same situation as I am, there is no concussion at all, you obviously do not need a mace in the offhand. You could have any other weapon. You get grandfather here. If you can't get grandfather, you use a two-handed sword there for the weapon mastery thingies, and you imprint the whirlwind behind. You imprint the shout skills, create dust devils thingy. As you can see, because I'm using grandfather, I have to move it here, right? This is aspect of the bold chieftain, right? This is important. I mean, guys, basically what we wanna do is shout, 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 create dust devils, whirlwind, create dust devils. So the thing is that the thing that's dealing our damage is not whirlwind, but the dust devils. So we shout and we whirlwind and create dust devils, and that does the damage for us. And therefore we have only 1 point in whirlwind. As you can see, there is item contribution 4, so my whirlwind is level 1 only. And yeah, we want resource generation with dual handed weapons. So guys, this is just one step before end game. The thing that we miss, and I will make another video on this, the thing that we miss is Ring of the Starless Skies. And so, and would you say, you know, is that single item making that much difference? It does, because guys, it reduces our resource cost by 50%, so the entire build changes, right? Because right now we are gaining a lot of fury and we are spending a lot of fury, but when you have a 50% cost reduction, you do not spend that much fury, and you have to change some skills. Right now, as you can see, I have Wrath of the Berserker. Why? Because every time I spend fury, Berserking's damage bonus gets increased, blah blah, right? And you know, with Ring of the Starless Skies, I do not have the capacity to spend that much fury anymore, because I have kind of permanent 50% cost reduction. Let me show you Starless Skies. Should have been somewhere there. There it is. As you can see, as I keep whirlwinding, it keeps stacking, and up to 50%. 50% damage increase and 50% cost reduction. That will force me to change the build, and even the skills and the paragons, right? There is a, so that's why I'm doing two separate things. What we want is, though, guys, dust devil oriented aspects, right? Ramaladni, that's very important. Armor and resistance capped, right? And you can slack in these a little bit in softcore, but I still would not advise that. I mean, I would have no objection with you replacing the rubies with amethyst, so you can do more damage because the character is tanky enough. But yeah, other than that, I just do not advise it too much. Okay, let me do the Profane Mind Cage. I want to show you the character in Helltide. Yeah. Couldn't find the word there for a second. Okay. So these are, and as you can see, it doesn't suck, you know, in normal situations, right? And as you can see, the Fury handles beautifully. even, you know, while Ramalan is draining my fury at temper, the summon the maiden. Let's just go there. And now these iron wounds. Okay. Climb. We use kick as well. Kick is, you know, in case our vulnerable expires from those guys, it is for the bosses. Normally we just don't use it at all. Against bosses we use it once, and the duration is huge. We also do an enchant on our gloves, temper on our gloves to increase the vulnerable duration. I mean, it goes like, yeah, 19 seconds, and imagine that is also extended, so yeah, that's for bosses. I'm generally saving up my Wrath of the Berserker, as you can see, right, for a side source of unstoppable. Just do it. Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm not insta-killing it, but yeah, it is, you know, very, very safe. Okay, we do have a chest open. Oh. Yeah, that's about it for the... And this area, as you can see, is rather comfortable. And guys, the thing that I love about it is, part of the things that I love is the movement speed. It's beautiful. And by the way, guys, my masterworking is by no means done, you know, ideally. I mean, this is hardcore, I have never been pushing way too high, and therefore, you know, I had access to, I believe it's called Ingolith, the second masterworking resource. So my masterworkings are generally, you know, capped at. Oh, the thing is coming. The Hellborn is coming. Let me show you how I fare against them. And as soon as that bar depletes, we get the Hellborn coming our way. And you can see how frequently I'm able to do the shouts. Right? Of course, that doesn't happen like that easily, because they do have rather larger cooldowns. Okay, see, insta-kill. Let's get that mine cage. Well, I think we can open. By the way, guys, I mean, not many people would play hardcore, but if you would, be very careful, you know, when you're opening the inventory, the map, whatever it is. The game doesn't pause. So, you know, you could die when you are taking a look at the inventory, especially in the Altai regions in which, you know, monsters keep spawning on your face. Oh, we got the bounty back, okay. We also got a... Oh, I'm full. What do I have that's keeping me full? So many. Yeah, I can let go of one, I guess. We can open one more chest. It's not the one. It's the one. Let's go. And after that, so guys, Pit is a bit Pit is a bit of a problem for this guy, because guys, you know, we destroyed the trash, but the boss is a bit of a danger. But of course, you know, the character is very, very tanky. But, you know, the clones that spawn there, etc., right? Not a problem. Go. Don't. Okay. So what do we use? We use... so guys, I am skipping a lot here, you know, the skill tree, you know, the Paragon tree. As I said, you can refer to these from Maxwell's guide. You know, they have a guide on Whirlwind Barbarian. Yeah, I mean, anything that's important. I mean, you want to grab the shouts, obviously, right? And as you can see, the cooldowns are not that small, right? I mean, 15 seconds, 16 seconds, 20 seconds, and that is with some cooldown reduction. So the way that we achieve that is with this aspect. It's very, very important. It's called Bold Chieftains, right? When you shout, if there are enemies nearby, you get some flat cooldown reduction, not percentage, right? And there is also, so guys, we select the upgrade for Whirlwind that makes the enemies bleed, and obviously, as I told you, right, we do not care about Whirlwind's damage. So why do we go for bleed? There are a lot of stuff that triggers when we have them bleeding, right? I mean, we can get cooldown reductions, we can get damage up. That's why we go for those. So guys, if you don't have the, you know, these stuff, you wanna go for Rage of Harrogath, chest. Where is it? You can search for it, it's great. Rage of Harrogath, and as you can see, this was my old chest. So this gives us cooldown reduction with a lucky hit, right? So this means, you know, we will be getting 1 second of cooldown reduction, you know, every once and then. And of course, you want this lucky chance to be as high as possible. As you can see, it varies between 20 to 60%, minus 32%. Not great, but it is triple grade graphics. I will be doing videos for that kind of stuff. And for the helmet, we want this one. Should have one somewhere. That's that one. But the problem with these items is, guys, they do not provide any armor and they do not provide any resistances. So that burden falls to other slots. And of course, you know, on a Barbarian, you have a lot of strength, which gives you a lot of armor. You can handle that, but the resistances become a problem. Right? It's not very easy to max them. You kind of want all resistances on your, you know, gloves, on your boots, and you kind of want them to have, you know, greater affixes on those. You want the mastery working rolls on those. Or you get materials and everything gets done because you get a whopping 80 something all res and it gets done. Right? Okay, now I can show you. Well, I'm a little bit afraid about that one, but let's just do it. Let's grab our reward. What you got? Oh, greater collection. And I don't think it can do anything for me, but just grab it. That is nice. I don't have room for that one. Just salvage some stuff. So many. Okay, let's go pit. We have to go to Kerrigar. Serigar? Serigar. Okay, that's out of the question, right? That is some runs I did with some people. So guys, the trash will be absolute face roll. Let me just put okay, this. And you know, we can do 60s. I just, you know, have not been playing the character for a while. Like I have been trying to sort out the sorcerer. I'm just approaching. So if I'm right, it should not take us 2 minutes to clear the whole trash. As you can see, my absolute face rolling. And guys, even though the uniques are very lovely, they make us lose those aspects, right? Because we cannot imprint aspects on the uniques. Right? For example, right now this fortify is taking way too long to carry. Right? Final fortified now. More damage. I will also get into the glyphs. a little bit. So we got half of it in 40 seconds. Be very careful with the number of explosions, of course. And you can, guys, not pick up that shrine and save it for the boss, right? If you think you are going to struggle. So the thing, these whirlwinds, these twisters are the thing that does the damage for us, right? Whirlwind itself doesn't do damage. We have a lot of investment in those devils. Okay, 1.5 minutes to kill the trash. Boss time. Yeah, I mean, a bit of bottom feeding, as you can see. I mean, I can do 60s if I want, yeah, as you can probably tell. And let me now show you the performance in hordes. Six, guys. Let's go a little higher. So this is the equivalent of something like pit 60 or so. So this is not easy, right? The pits go up to 8 all the way. The importance of, so guys, tier 1 is for world tier 3 anyway. Tier 2 is kind of nothing, you know, you just get into it. Tier 3 starts dropping the first. See? I'm a little bit suffering, as you can see. The damage is falling short a little. I hopefully will not have to run. That will be a little bit embarrassing. Okay, so what this tells me is that the boss is going to be annoying at the very least. Stuck to 5. So guys, there is a combination of upgrades here that will make me face roll this place. Right? Hopefully, getting it. Yeah, I might have to run. The damage falls a little bit short here. Okay, so that goes in the right direction. So that's the best upgrade ever. We get some elites that spawn and drop either, and they spawn multiple, so that's good. And guys, it's also the secret to have an easy run in here, right? Because after that you can get another upgrade that's called the Surging Elbow, maybe, I think it's called. I mean, it says Slaying Hellborn Invigorator, and that gives you an increased attack speed and decreased cooldowns, and yeah, the character will just go insane. So we are hoping for that upgrade to pop at any time. So guys, as you can see, the trash is handled, right? Ooh, those are explosions, those are not nice. And I took them in. So right now I'm not able to bring the cooldowns back as quickly as I like to. And that's the problem. And as you can see, the damage is suffering a little bit. Okay, we didn't get the thing that we wanted. The thing that we want is, as I said, kill Hellborn and get invigorated for it. It gives us a nice red effect. We get increased attack speed and we get decreased cooldowns. It's pretty beautiful. this doesn't look good at all. So for example, guys, my Shaco has no masterworks on the cooldown reduction. That's also. So for example, guys, my Shaco is level 8 now, and I could have 2 rolls on the cooldown reduction, which would have made my cooldowns much shorter, right? That's nice, but it's not the surging then. The invigorating hellborn maybe? No, it was something else. But we still don't have the upgrade that we want, right? That is very good for gaining either, but as I said, I am a little bit worried about how the boss fight will go. This is on the 4th wave now. There are 8 waves, so we will have 4 more chances of hitting that upgrade. And this place is, of course, I will try to guide for this place is the best place for XPing and grinding the seasonal reputation, but you kinda need to be ready when you come, right? Especially in hardcore. So the meaning of doing stage 6 is, guys, you get the second material for masterworking, and yeah, I mean, I cannot kill them as fast as they spawn, right? And of course, guys, the ruby is in my... is that the one? No, it's not. The ruby is in my gear, do not help, right? I'm missing out on a lot of strength to get this HP, and you know, this HP is very, very high. As I said, guys, wizards make do with 20k or so, and in hardcore they go up like 30k. Maybe I should use rubies, because guys, it makes up for a lot of strength, right? I have 1800 and it will take me like 2200 or something, so like 25% damage up or so. It is something. We get out of Hellborn, we get out of Either, and of course, because I'm not killing them fast enough, we do not get as much Either as we would like. And on 6, on Inferno Hold 6, you get, I believe, 1.1. I got stunned there. That should not have happened yet. That's dangerous. Oh no. No, these are bad. That kind of does nothing. I don't want that, definitely. And that upgrade is a little sharp, isn't it? And guys, if I am having to spend serious time to kill trash, that does not speak very highly of my boss killing capacity, does it? Okay. Last 2 waves. So by continuously spamming the shouts make a huge difference, right? They give damage up, they give fury generation, they give me health. They also spawn those whirlwinds which do damage. Oh no. The number of Either we have is not very impressive, because guys, we have been lucky with the upgrades, right? So a wizard would have been sorcerer rather. That's the Diablo 3 name. 700 or so, I think, at this point, with these upgrades. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but... So as you can see, I'm not very much in danger of death. Right? But the thing is, the bosses deal decent damage, right? They will penetrate these defenses of mine. Right? That's why I wanted the extra thingy. And the build goes absolutely insane with that upgrade. I want to show you guys, but not happening. Oh no. Am I gonna lose my character? So we don't have the desired upgrade. And either lords are never an upgrade that we should be choosing. Butcher maybe we can handle, yeah. So guys, I think this needs to be full in order to comfortably handle tier 6 of Infernal Hordes. As I said, I will be doing 2 videos for this build. The one, the other one, it's going to be complete hopefully, if I don't die here. I should be keeping an eye on the Scroll of Escape for the boss definitely. Okay, guys. There we are. There we are. So many of these ballistas. These hit hard, by the way. Okay. Here. I really don't want to die just before the season ends. No, the death damage is not looking so bad. As you can see, Kiki is providing a beautiful vulnerable for us. Well, one down. Because of course Tyrion makes a huge difference here. You know, armor capped and resistances are not even capped, they are above, right? They are like 80. What does that do? Aha! Yeah, I took damage for the first time. Hopefully he's gonna get staggered soon. Would you like to get staggered, sir? No, this is hardcore. My character is a little bit precious to me. No concussion levels, these guys I think hurting me. But yeah, I mean, it was safer than expected, no? I mean, I took damage like once, and it was almost 500 either run, so not bad as I feared, not as I feared. Okay, yeah. Okay. The character is way too tanky. Oh, stone, nice. So guys, the reason that you want to do 6 is, so you still keep getting ingolith, right, the second material. You know, tier 5 gives you 1 ingolith per amber, and tier 6 gives you 1.1 ingolith per amber, so there is no huge difference, right? But the thing is, on stage 5, I believe Stygian stones cannot drop from this chest, or, you know, extremely rarely, because I have never seen it. but on stage, on tier 6, they do drop rarely, as you can see, pretty rarely. Just couldn't get any. Maybe we can do the gold rest. Another Stygian. We just got one Stygian? Wow. That's not too many, is it? Okay, so let's just go over the build once more, and then I will show you the fully built version in another video. So what do we use, guys? We use this unconstrained. We use the Wrath of the Berserker. You definitely try to get concussion, at least a few levels. Yeah, that was a bit of a problem for me because it builds up some stagger on the bosses. Yeah, you use the shouts, you use the shout related passives, you use the movement speed. And as for the Paragon tree, guys, the glyphs that we use are ambidextrous, right? For additional damage, 8% damage. So this is why we pick up bleed. As you can see, guys, increase damage to bleeding targets, increase critical against bleeding targets, right? So the bleed that doesn't do anything, right? It doesn't do any damage, but because they are bleeding, right? So this does increase bleeding damage. That's also not very impressive because we do not inflict too much bleeding damage. But guys, take a look at this. The secondary. Killing a bleeding enemy has a 10% chance to reduce the cooldowns of your non-ultimate active cooldowns by 1 second. So this has been the thing that brings our cooldowns back, right? I mean, we have cooldown reduction that takes the cooldowns from 20 something seconds down to 15 seconds or so. When we do the shout near enemies, we get up to 6 seconds of cooldown reduction. But guys, the duration is, like 4 seconds, 7 seconds, whatever it is, right? And the cooldown is 10 seconds. There is still a gap. So that's the thing that has been helping us, but of course, only 10%. Yeah, we make them vulnerable with exploit here. Twister, this is the main thing. And as you can see, guys, normally you only trigger the secondary, right? For example, you get 29 out of 25 dexterity, you get 25 out of 25 dexterity, but this is Dust Devil and this is the real damage, so we go 70 strength over 40. So we grab every single node that gives us strength within range, right? This is the real deal. This is the most important glyph, right? You get this to 15 first, you get this to 21 first, because we deal damage based on Dust Devils. And we finally have Undaunted, increased damage by 45. The Fortify in this version is a little bit worse because we get to gain the Fortify when we spend Fury, and that's it, right? I mean, we need another source. So guys, when you do not have as many uniques as this, you use while berserking, you gain Fury, etc., that kind of stuff to make it happen. So it was a little bit mixed up, this video, right? Hopefully it will be helpful, but as I said, I refer you to the max roll build, right, for the details, for the Paragon nodes, for the skills, etc. But yeah, that's about the general frame of it, and I will see you mostly. Bye bye.